Yeah, somebody once said that entrepreneurship is not for the faint-hearted. It requires guts. It requires that desire to believe that you have no way out. It's not a case of plan A, plan B, plan C. Some people believe that entrepreneurship is a one-way plan. I'm looking at entrepreneurship itself. I'm not talking about the strategies around it. So if you decide, for example, like myself, having left a government job and decided to start doing things around businesses, supporting businesses, human rights and business, trying to mainstream human rights into business, not necessarily has that been done at a large scale in Nigeria. It's more of a foreign and a Western concept, and I've taken time to really think about the fact that people who do business have a different kind of desire. Basically, you have a different kind of desire to show up for your client, to be there to take the weight when it comes. If, for example, there's something across across the value chain of your business that goes wrong, you have to step up. You cannot make excuses. You cannot give people excuses. If you've collected funds from a client, for example, to get a certain job done, you have to really show up to get that job done. Like the excuses are limited. It's your job to deliver value. Your client has paid you. It's your job to deliver value for your client. But today, peradventure, you're thinking, okay, entrepreneurship is not for me because of my background, because of where I come from, because I've not had the best of education, because I've not had the best of this and that. I don't live in a certain place. I haven't traveled out of the country. The friends I have around me, it doesn't depend on any of those things. I've seen people come out of the slum to really do great things. And if you really look at the lives of a lot of these billionaires that we talk about, trust me, most of them didn't even have as good a start that you watching this video actually has. I remember for myself, before I delved into what I do currently, so much was at stake. I played away a lot of time. I lost a lot of money. Even in the Ponzi's, I lost money in the Ponzi's. I'm not proud to say that, but yeah, it happened, And one of the lessons that taught me basically had to do with the fact that I was taking financial advice from people that had no financial history. They had no history of creating wealth in any particular industry. They had no history of even putting money into a venture, So a great deal of what that taught me basically was, do not take financial advice from somebody that you are better than. I'm not trying to disparage anybody, but if somebody has no experience in having to put money into a venture and pulling out that funds, even if the person has like a channel on YouTube or something, how then do you now want to solely rely on everything that person is telling you? The person has never invested money. The person has never lost money. The person doesn't understand how money works. The person has no product. The person has nothing in the market except words. Then when you fall for those words without any support system to back up all the words that you're hearing, then it's a problem. It's a problem for you, and you, the person listening, you also have to be sure that you have the right mindset and the right skill set and the right tool set for you to be able to get into the line of business and make a profit. Of course, business is about making profit. Sometimes along the line, you may lose money, you may not lose money, but I've never necessarily seen, a very successful business person who has never lost money. So losing money is part of the game. Losing money is part of the game. It's part of the process. It's part of those things that must happen. No matter how tightened your system is, no matter how, closed up your system is, there would always be one crack or the other that would make you to lose out on something. Some people might not lose money. Some people might lose relationships. Some people might lose very top talent in the organization. So you must be prepared for that loss. I think there was something that happened to me about 6 months ago. 6 months back, or let me say about 7 months back. Somebody within my structure had to leave, and it was obvious that we didn't have any succession plan in place to be able to make that replacement. As that person checked out from what we were doing, everything just came crashing down. Like, it crashed down, it hit the ground, it went under the ground, and during the period of trying to see how to revive this entire process. Like, it cost a lot mentally, it cost a lot. Even, let me just stay on the mental cost, that really cost a lot. I had to go back to reading books, I had to go back to talking to people, I had to go back, and God was so kind and so good, brought like wonderful people into my space to help me to get the entire business back off the ground. So those are the things that really matter. You want to talk to somebody when you have a problem, somebody who is in the game, somebody who has the scars of success, somebody who has those scars and who can put you on a path of redefining yourself. That's what basically is most important. So this is just me encouraging myself and also talking to you out there. If you're that person who has been there, you've been to the high waters, you've been drowned by it, you still found a way to pull yourself back up, you need to know that the solution, one, is for you to get back on your feet. Two, surround yourselves with people that understand your journey. They can help you get there faster. So it doesn't matter if you live in the slum, if you live in the city, wherever you live, that's not necessarily a definition of, how you can be all that you possess within you to become. But it has to first be, the battle really has to be won here. Once you can win the battle in your mind, you would have the vitality, the vigor to get right back on your feet as a business owner, as an entrepreneur, and give it all your fight to get back in the game. The Nigerian economy should not matter. I'm not saying that because it doesn't matter, but I'm like, you can't think for the federal government or for the state government or for the local government. Let them do their thinking. You do your own thinking as an entrepreneur. You get back into the fight with only one objective: to win, to make profit, to satisfy your customer, to deliver value, to over-deliver, Once you have that kind of a mindset, and of course with the right team, with the right people, trust me, your journey just got started. And you will definitely see all the things that you have imagined in your mind. All those things will come to pass. I'll see you on the next video, guys. I'm sure this has been useful. It's been a lot of rambling in terms of the thought process around this, but I feel that you don't necessarily need all of everything I've said in this video. Just one simple statement of 2-3 seconds might be all that you require to make that tweak within your business process and get you back to winning ways.